everyone, welcome to another Terrain Direct video. This video is going to be what's happening with me and my channel in 2015. So what I've got is I've got a little list over here which I'm going to be sort of reading from, so excuse me if I have to keep looking over at the little list. There's just quite a bit to go through, and on that point as well is if you're going to watch this video, I would suggest go and pause it now, get a coffee, come back, or if you're just watching it while you're just doing some painting as it's playing over in the background. So there's not going to be much to see other than my ugly mug. I'm just going to go and go through just a few things. So a couple of things that I'm going to go through in this video is about me and what I'm going to be doing, events that is going to be taking place or plan to, also some of the projects that I'm going to be working on in 2015 and what sort of new things that's going to be coming. So off the bat, a little bit about me is I'm going to be trying to upload as many videos as I possibly can in 2015. So I'm hoping to get a couple smack bang on certain days, especially like a Wednesday update for a certain project which I'll go over just in a minute. So I'm going to start off with something that I've been planning and prepping and putting a little bit of work into and trying to make work, and that is holding an event in 2016. And what this event is going to be is basically like a gaming event. And what that will consist of is hiring a place with loads of tables and stuff like that set out so people can play and stuff like that, and everyone can sort of get together and have like a really good day, so everyone can sort of meet each other, play against each other. There's been bonds of friendship that's been brought together through this community. I know for me, I haven't got to meet as many people as I would like to meet, and maybe this is going to be a way of actually doing this. So I'm looking for a place in the centre of the UK. Primarily, that's my hopeful idea, and there's going to be updates on this coming along. The one thing that I really do need is I need help with this. It's just far too much for me to do myself. So it's really quite complex in planning, and there's just that many different factors into it. There will be other videos of this nature which is going to be put out, and maybe I'll do it like every fortnight. I'll put out a video every fortnight on this gaming event, on what the current status is and things like that. So excuse me. So I'll talk a little bit about that just very briefly. I'll just glance over the top. So pretty much it's going to be a gaming event where everyone can come and play, blah blah blah, and do stuff. The second part of it will be we're going to need sort of sponsorships and things like that from people. I don't know how to do that. If anyone's got any advice or can help me in any way whatsoever with that, I'd be extremely appreciative of that, because I haven't got a clue where to start with that one. The next one is trying to organise games. The one thing that I would like to do is have multiple different games running, such as the ones that I really would like to see being played is obviously Fantasy 40k. I'd like to see some of Mantic stuff being played, like Dreadball, Kings of War, Dead Zone, Drop Zone Commander, Malifaux, and maybe even a couple of things like Pathfinder and things like that as well. And maybe even sort of, I'm not really into the card gaming sort of system, but maybe even a couple of places where people can do that as well as like other little things that I want to be put on, like little event things that people, little tables and stuff where people are displaying their works and what they're working on and explaining who they are, what they are and what the channel's about. Primarily this is going to be more for YouTubers, but as many people that want to go, it's more than welcome. So that's basically glanced over the top of that. I'm going to be heavily putting that into my website. My website is actually down in the link, so if you haven't been along and had a look at that, go and check it out. There's going to be pages on there on what I'm doing, what I'm needing help with. I really do need a good few people to help me out with this, as in different ways. So I'll go about Terrain Direct now, and what I'm going to be doing. So one of the first things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going and continuing on the Blood Bowl. I've got to get that finished for the middle of next year. I'm going to be continuing with the Castle and Fortress project. That isn't scrapped, that isn't thing, it is still being worked on. I currently am experimenting on bending foam at the moment. It's proving rather interesting, and there will be videos on that coming up in due course. I'm going to be going back to the Mordenheim stuff. So I'm going to be doing the next chapter in Mordenheim, whereas we're going to be exploring things like more advanced buildings, again more advanced techniques and pieces that you can use for Mordenheim. We're going to be looking at waterways, walkways, roads, paths, more complex structures, how they're built, how they're formed, why they're formed that way, and I'm going to try and pack them with as much information as I possibly can for the viewers. The next one we'll go over is I'm planning a Super Dungeon Explore board. I've got a couple of ideas, and I've actually asked somebody to try and give me a little bit of help, and hopefully I'll get that help. Just with ideas more than anything. So what else is on the agenda? Yeah, the challenges. I'm currently doing Ringo's Advent Challenge. I've just seen my videos just actually uploaded just there. So I'm currently doing that. I'm doing my Dwarf Treasure Hunters, and I'm doing some Super Dungeon Explore minis. The dwarfs I might get done a lot quicker than what I thought, because I'm actually really enjoying painting them. They're super fun to paint, and I mean they really, really are. I really found it hard last night when I was painting to actually put the miniature down. So I'm really loving doing that at the moment. I'm also going to be working on the terrain set for the Help for Heroes build. I've got a 3D generated mock-up basically, and that's been once it's finally complete, there's a couple of glitches with it, which again I've had to ask help with, because the software that I'm using is quite basic, but there's a couple of areas where when I go to print out the spec sheet, there's certain parts that will come in two pieces when it should just be one, so I need to find out how to get these lines out of the actual mock-up. Once I've done that, I can basically sit down and start building it. And it shouldn't actually take me far too long. I would say I'm going to sit aside and plan a week, just 1 week, working on this, and I'm going to do some hangouts and stuff like that while I'm actually building this as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've started painting the Dreadnought. I would say that's about 50% complete. I'm more of doing painting more of nighttime. Daytime is pretty much terrain building. Okay, so what else? 2015, at the start of 2015, there's the first challenge, which has been set by Edith Kabir, and that's just a painting challenge, and I'm going to try and push myself a little bit and start my Elder Army. I'll no way get it near finished, but the one thing that I always keep doing with my Elder Army is I pick it up, I go to plan to paint it, and I put it back down. So I'm needing to kick up the backside basically, and I need people to try and push me to get this done, because else it's going to sit in a box forever, and I don't want it to sit in a box forever. I want it built, and I want to be able to play with it. I want to be able to play with that army. So what else have we got on the list? Yep, there's my 3D dungeon tiles. They're still in limbo, still waiting to hear back. That's taken forever, but hopefully in 2015 that one will all be finished, whichever way that it goes. Whether it gets its patent or not, I'm uncertain. If it gets its patent, it will go into production. If it doesn't get its patent, it will go into production. There's just nothing much I can do about being copied. Hopefully that won't happen, but hey ho. Right, is there anything else? Yep, there is. What else was I going to... Oh yeah, that's it. I forgot to write some of the stuff down, believe it or not. There's going to be a couple more interesting sort of terrain videos. There's obviously going to be some terrain that I've not planned for, and like scatter terrain and things like that, so I might be doing like a little bit of tutorials onto that. And I'm going to start a 101 course in terrain making. So I'm looking forward to actually starting that. I don't have the full equipment for, well, I do have the equipment, but I just don't know how to use it yet, because for the 101 sort of course I want 2 cameras. I do have 2 cameras. This one's my far superior camera to my other one, my very first camera, which I started out with on YouTube. I need to sort of set one up overlooking what I'm doing, and another one sort of recording from a different angle. And I've got all the lighting and things like that. That's not an issue. It's so that when I do these courses, I can carry on working around the cameras, so I don't have to keep moving the cameras out of the way. So then you can get like the best sort of views from what I'm actually doing. And then, okay, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare trying to edit the actual software, the footage, sorry. But it'll give you a lot better and clearer instruction onto how we're doing this. And we're going to start off very, very simply. We're going to start off with something very basic, very simple, and I'm going to start off with like base imports. And then we'll just build up, and it'll be a one-up, basically it's just going to be an introduction into terrain building, and then hopefully as we progress we'll see everything in stages going up. So everyone started out with a board, and then by the end of it people will have a full building or something on it, like maybe a forest, maybe a bridge, something like that, and we'll just go through it that way. So there's a couple of other avenues I want to explore with them, some new companies that I've sort of spotted which are actually offering materials and stuff. The materials that they're offering are not new, but the companies they're actually making stuff, like people that are producing liquid resins and stuff, that I'm going to start to use. So I'm going to start purchasing some of these and trying them out. So I'll take you along that journey as well. There'll be a lot of epic fails, but there might be actually a good couple of successes as well. Another thing that I want to really head into as well is I want to do some more sort of reviews on some of the equipment that I've got. One, I have a machine which is called an Ultramat, and I'd really like to get a video on how and what that machine is, because it is an extremely awesome piece of machinery. But originally I lost the instruction book, because what you actually do is you build it up to whatever setting that you want it, and then you can change it around. So I will be doing a video on that eventually. I'm still actually just playing with it myself, trying to fine tune it and things like that. So more or less in 2015 it's going to be more terrain, more heavily involved in terrain. So that's that. And my next part is going to be trying to promote my actual website. So if you've never been along and actually had a look at my website, on the front page of my YouTube channel, which I'm not sure which way you'll be looking at it, I think it'll be up in like the top, where is it? It's on the top right hand corner. You'll see it, it's Snapfish Terrain Direct. Same as the link is always in the description to my website. Go along, go and have a little look at that. Join it if you wish. You just send me a message through the actual site, which will generate me a list, so I can click it off and then add you and even promote your channel on the website, because there's a sort of members area inside the website. Obviously it's free to join and things like that, and there's some download links in there as well to books and rules and things like that, and I'm always constantly adding stuff to it. There's a little chat room in there. No, it's never really taken off, the chat room part. What my aim was to be able to set a time maybe once a week, so loads of people can go in there and all chat to each other. I'll try and jiggle that around and try and get that back working, because I think that'd be quite fun as well, so everyone can sort of chat in real time to each other. The next one is my Facebook page. I've been doing a lot more on Facebook these days than I have ever before, so there's that as well. I'll probably try and drop a link of my Facebook into this video as well, and there'll be two links to Facebook. One which is my own, which is Terrain Direct's sort of page, and then I have a second page which is called the Terrain Circle, and the Terrain Circle is it's primarily for things that I'm doing terrain wise, where I can post pictures and where other people can post pictures as well, on what projects they're doing. So I know there's people that watch these videos that don't have a YouTube channel and that ask me questions and stuff on how I do things, and it's really hard to explain inside the comment box. So Facebook would be a far easier way to do that. So I could even upload a picture and like import arrows and stuff to sort of point and show a more clearer description how I'm actually doing this process and make it simpler for everyone else. So if you want to go and check out the Terrain Circles page on Facebook. I'm trying to get more and more people onto that. Next things next. What else? Yep. I think it might be a good idea to create a page for the gaming event as well. I still haven't come up with a name for the gaming event as well, so I'm going to be looking for ideas and inspiration into that. So there is always that part as well. So the next thing I want to just mention is the amount of subscribers that I've got over. I've been on YouTube now for about 14 months, and the amount of subscribers that I've actually got is phenomenal. I know I'm not in a massive league going into thousands of people and stuff, but I've got a nice wee few how many? I can't see it at the moment. I've got a good amount, enough to keep me happy, which I'm over the moon with, because I know these people are watching my videos and probably regularly watching my videos and commenting and things like that, which makes me extremely happy and makes me want to keep making more and more videos. So thank you very much for everyone that's subscribed to my channel. I'm going to try and put out some more content, just try and keep you entertained and stuff like that. Okay, there's times I do like to have a little bit of a practical joke here and there. I'm not in any way, shape or means just like dead sincere all the time. I like to have some fun. So I think other than that, I am going to bring out another, as I say, I'm going to bring out more videos onto the actual gaming event that I want to do, but I cannot stress enough on the amount that I need people to help me with this. So please make yourself known to me if you can give me help in any way, shape or form. Whether it's support, whether it's you want to take on more of an active role in this, it doesn't matter where you are throughout the world. People can help. Support itself is a great help, because I get really bogged down with a lot of stuff, and it can sort of affect my attitude and how I do things. Especially, I'm not one for giving up. I like a challenge, I really do. But the one thing about this community is everyone really gets sort of pushes you back. Not pushes you back. Sort of keeps you going. They keep you motivated. They give you the encouragement when you need it most, and I'm really so thankful for that. It's because a lot of my projects wouldn't get done without that support, and this one is going to need more support than you won't believe. It's a massive commitment of time, energy and resources. Following up on one more thing that I completely forgot to actually write down on there, and as mentioned, is I actually started to write a magazine. It got delayed. It got put to the back of the queue. I'm going to still work on it, and then I'm going to upload it. And it's going to be a free magazine which people can download in PDF format, and it'll just have little things about YouTube, what's going on, who's doing what, blah blah blah, things like that. And it might just be like a little bit of an interesting read for people. It's only going to be like 12 to 15 pages long, and maybe there's like miniature companies out there that you've not seen before or anything, and maybe there's like little tips and stuff that are a little bit more insightful, and things like that. So, right, anyway, I'm going to try and wrap this video up. If you can help anyway with this gaming event to take place in 2016, please make yourself known. Please either leave a message in the box. I'll put my Terrain Direct email into this actual video as well. God, there's going to be loads of links down at the bottom. But please, if you can give me any help, any way, shape or form, please contact me. So I don't want everyone to think that it's a massive burden upon them, but if you can help, please do. Right, I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. If you made it this far all the way to the end of the video, you're absolutely awesome. So take care guys, happy wargaming and stay safe.